Ah, golf. Name of a range of cars by Volkswagen, and a sport in which a person well, they used to wear ridiculous clothes, but still, said person still hits a harmless ball with a club to make it fly and land in a hole. Well, what better way for someone who doesn't want or can't pay the membership fee for a golfing club than to play the game virtually in Leaderboard, for example.
RetroKork.
This game was one of my youth games, so to speak. I played it back when I was young, even though I never had a proper golf club in my hand. Unless you count the clubs used for miniature golf. If you don't know what that is, think of Crazy Golf, but with more restrictions placed upon the parkour design. Yes, I played miniature golf in my youth, always for fun, never competitively. Though I wasn't too bad on the so-called beton system, which has you play on a concrete surface. Wow. That was a tangent if I've ever seen one. So back to Leaderboard. Leaderboard comes with 4 parkours, each having 18 holes. So, what do? You play golf, obviously. You do that by picking a club that's fitting the situation. After all, you don't want to have your ball land in the water, because that gives you a penalty point. Your goal is to be the closest to par, which is the amount of times the ball has to be hit to enter the hole. And you should preferably even try to stay under par. But how do you swing your club? Well, after you pick your club, by going up and down with your joystick, you can decide to kind of cut the ball. Give it a direction, maybe even adding a curve to its slide. You do so by going left or right with your joystick. However, take care that you don't accidentally switch to a different club. After you've aimed properly and picked the proper club, you press fire, which allows you to set the power with which you hit the ball. And after that, you actually strike the ball, which you need to take a look out for by watching the snap window. You don't want to look like an idiot because you missed the ball, eh? Especially if you're playing with other real players. Yes, this game has a multiplayer option in which a hot seat configuration. The players change control after every strike of the ball. So player 1, then player 2, player 3, player 4, player 1, player 2, player, etc, etc. Also, you can play up to the full 4 parkour on block if you set it up that way before you play. You can also set the difficulty, which makes the game much easier if you're playing novice, where the wind does not affect the ball at all. And the hits are always perfectly centered on the ball, or on the club. with amateur, your hits may not be hitting the ball perfectly, but still the wind is unimportant. And with expert, you get the wind affecting the ball. There have been add-on parkours for original Leaderboard with Leaderboard Tournament. There have been two successors, namely Leaderboard Executive, which added trees and bunkers to the gameplay. Before that it was always water drinks and a bit of wraths. And then there's probably the most famous of them all, World Class Leaderboard, with its courses Suppers Creek, Doral Country Club, St. Andrews and Gauntlet Country Club. World Class Leaderboard also had 3 extension discs with 72 holes each. That's for parkour. They released a parkour designer and a whole lot more. Leaderboard still is a great game. But to be perfectly honest, I would pick Leaderboard Executive, or even more likely, what I really played back in the day, World Class Leaderboard over the original, simply due to the addition of trees and sand bunkers, which changes the game enormously. In 2 weeks I'll be discussing a game that apparently isn't very well known in the United States of America. I'm going to talk about Space Taxi.